My name is Georg Lauss, and I'm with Austrian Institute of Technology. I worked as electric engineer before. I had studies in mechatronics, and I'm part of the research team of electric engineering systems in Vienna-based AIT. No, actually I was studying, and during studies I worked for Levitronics, which is a company spin-off of ETH Zurich. So I was there. Because I looked around what was on the spot on this time, and I chose AIT because I wanted to go from pure theory more into practical issues. So I wanted to learn how to test and how to control huge generators and the laboratory test equipment in practice. It is heavily related to industrial customers, so basically manufacturers of PV inverters, converters, and also simulation platforms. So those customers come to AIT, and I'm much involved into industry testing and research and development. Not so much into research projects on the European and national and international level, but my focus and speciality is more to industry. Working day is basically, it's separated as whole life. Half of the time I work in the laboratory on an average, and this is mostly in the morning or in the afternoon, typically with customers or without customers. And then during the afternoon or the evening, I'm in the office making simulations, or if people left the offices, then I start to think and prepare for new work. So it's 50 laboratory, 50 office. I like the mixture a lot, because I do like to talk to people and work together with them, not only in Vienna, but I like to go outside and see other laboratories, how people work there, how people communicate. This is also a big part of work, so I like this a lot. But there is also the time when I have to get into myself, get calm, silence and think, because this is the only way how to improve. Sometimes communication improves your knowledge and your discussion with the discourse. Sometimes it's only thinking. And yeah, this is what I went with a normal life. There is life with party and life with silence and thinking. It is definitely the complexity of the laboratory equipment what we struggled. So I'm involved in building up laboratories according to the needs, the requirements and the standards. So with real-time simulation we could improve a lot this integrated complexity in power systems, and then with controller hardware in the loop or power hardware in the loop we can turn it out from the fixtures world into the real world, into the lab, because you cannot make a replication of the laboratory of huge networks. You're limited. So real-time simulation gives you the possibility to expand this complexity a lot. And also this is also heavily related to the development time and research time. It has a lot to do with personality of everybody. For me, it's basically defined to do something meaningful in terms of people can use. So this was my commitment why I joined the research center, to do something which can be applied and used by industry, and is also ethical and moral, from a moral point of view, okay. So it shouldn't go into military or into oil and gas industry, but it should be related to solar, renewable, and this is it basically. No, it was not. No, actually not. It emerged. So on one side, I was always good in mathematical stuff, in logical thinking. On the other side, I always liked some kind of art, philosophy, stuff like this. So in general, you can summarize it with abstractness. So abstract thinking is one of the issues I like a lot about electrotechnique, electromagnetism. And it's different than mechanical engineering. So electrical engineering suits very well for me. I like this a lot. I try to do as lot sports and movement as I can besides work and besides meeting friends. So as I said, I like to be at my own in mountains, to stay calm, to think, then get into people, talk to them, make some projects. But also I really think it's very important for doing some sports, that your body is, I need it.
What kind of sport do you play?
I play a lot of tennis, which I love nowadays. I play volley, athleticism, what comes around, but the mains are tennis and volley. For young engineers, it's a good decision if you feel that electric engineering is something for you, that you want to do it, because then it's a good decision. You should not make it for things which are non-ethical or which do not fit to you. So if you like to do this, then it's a good choice. And never forget about the moral and ethical issues in electric engineering. So what is the purpose of your work? Because in general, what you do as work defines a lot of your life. And I think it's much better to have some vision and make a kind of to have some vision, and this helps you a lot to be a good guy, successful in the field, and a good person and a happy person in general.